Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast here on Rio Sports Live. I'm Joe Bowling with you, coming to you tonight from Corpus Christi, Texas, at the home of the Miller Lady Buccaneers. Volleyball action between Miller and Odem. The Owls of Odem are in town to take on the Lady Buccaneers. Volleyball action here tonight, a regular season game between these two teams. We're a little early with the pregame show. We wanted to get everything tested out. Our appreciation goes out to both schools for assisting us in broadcasting these games, and to the IT department here at Corpus Christi Miller for being here early in the afternoon when we were getting things tested out. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll tell you a little bit more about this game and a busy, busy week that is just getting underway. From tonight, it's Corpus Christi. It's Miller taking on the Odem Owls. We'll be back with more after this. This is Rio Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Internet is more than just uploads and downloads. It's about connecting people. VTX1 Companies is here for you, bringing communities closer together. VTX1 has connected customers for almost 70 years. Our internet service spans across South Texas to some of the most remote areas. Faster wireless service is now available in Progreso, Lozano, Rangerville, and Rancho Viejo. Call 1-800-446-2031 or visit vtx1.net to find out more.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
We are back here on Rio Sports Live as we continue to watch the two teams warming up. The Odem Lady Owls and the Corpus Christi Miller Lady Buccaneers. Again, I'm Joe Bowling with you. Kevin Naro on the camera. Rudy Zamaripa also assisting us on the camera tonight as we are in Corpus Christi for our first broadcast of a Corpus Christi, a CCISD school, as the Miller Lady Buccaneers get things started early on. This week we'll be back here at Miller, as on Friday night we'll have the scrimmage between Eagle Side and the Miller Buccaneers. That comes your way as football will hit the airwaves here on Rio Sports Live. Tonight, we already have volleyball action, which started earlier. Mark Molina is over handling things at West Oso. And we also have additional volleyball coverage later this week coming your way here on Rio Sports Live. It's limited fans in here in the stands as we are at Miller High School. They are taking extreme measures on the social distancing and trying to do everything to keep things safe for the athletes. We here at Rio Sports Live, we're here early on. We established a spot, and then we made sure we were in an area that was marked off with no fans. So we too are doing all we can to stay safe and to adhere to all the guidelines of the different schools. We got additional broadcasts even beyond the couple of games I talked about, and I can go over a little bit more of that. The Miller Lady Buccaneers and the Odem Lady Owls. We'll be back with more after this. This is Rio Sports Live.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in.
We are back here on Rio Sports Live as the Miller Lady Buccaneers over on the side are getting set for this game, a home game. Meanwhile, on the court itself, the Odem Lady Owls are getting in their hitting practice as we are in the pregame show. Fans, you're watching our game here on Rio Sports Live, and for those of you who are just tuning in, on the social media side, if you will, please share the link. If you're watching it on Facebook, share the link. Also, like and follow our page to assist us in getting the numbers up. By sharing the link, you give additional fans who may not know these games are going on the indication that the game is going on. Give them an opportunity to watch these games. In some venues, such as West Oso tonight, there are no fans allowed. So we become the only avenue for fans to tune in and catch these athletes in action. We also ask that if you're watching on our YouTube channel that you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you too can find out when additional games are coming on. We also invite you to watch it on our Roku television channel or Apple TV, each of which can be found by locating the VTX1 app. VTX1 cable, it's the VTX1 app. Once you do that, download that app on the Roku or the Apple TV, and Rio Sports Live is right there as one of the channels available for you to watch. It's absolutely free. I don't charge schools to broadcast games. I don't charge fans to watch the games. So again, we completely put this out here with one main point, and that is that these schools or fans are not charged for the games. Therefore, the advertising that you do see during the broadcast is what's funding this show. And right now, with over 45 schools that are asking us or have been willing to allow us to broadcast any and all of their games this season, I have the help wanted sign out saying I'm needing play-by-play operators in a big way. I'm needing camera operators to be available, not just for football during football season. I need volleyball, I need football, we'll need boys and girls basketball, soccer, softball, baseball, you name it. If it's a varsity sport, we're going to be out there covering it for Rio Sports Live, and I'll need individuals that are willing, capable, and at least wanting to do this. And when I say capable, experience helps, but if you sincerely have a love for sports and want to get involved, then we'll find a way to train you and get you up to speed so that you too can be a part of Rio Sports Live. The number on the screen that I'll flash up here in a moment will be the number you can contact us at. Again, advertising drives the show. Without the advertising, we don't have the funds to do this. So at the very least, if you're watching our games, send a shout out in the direction of these advertisers that are assisting us in broadcasting the game. Without them, impossible to cover the number of games we are covering at this point in time. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll be close to the opening serve. The Owls of Odem in town to take on the Miller Lady Buccaneers. And this is Rio Sports Live.
The home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
We are back here on the pregame show on Rio Sports Live, and again, the two teams are continuing to wrap up the warm-ups as the Corpus Christi Miller Lady Buccaneers continue to take care of business on the sideline. Meanwhile, the serving practice for the Odem Lady Owls taking place. We've covered Odem for a couple of games in this the early games of volleyball. We had their scrimmage, and we also had their first regular season game. This will be the home opener for the Miller Lady Buccaneers. Fans, also, we have coaches that are okay with us playing the games and leaving them up. In some instances, coaches ask us to pull the games once they're finished. They're concerned with scouting. So in this case, I can forewarn fans that are watching this. We have been asked by the Corpus Christi head coach to pull this game for concerns of being scouted. So we'll adhere to their wishes. We will have some highlights up of this game a little bit later on. But again, the live portion of this game will allow fans to watch it who couldn't make it. As far as the replay goes, we'll be pulling the game by coaches' wishes. So again, we adhere to whatever the schools and coaches' concerns are. So I want to give a shout out in that direction to the fans so that you know if you go looking for this game later on, hey, I thought I wanted to watch that game. Well, watch it live. That's why I want you to share the link to fans who may not know this game is going on. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll be really close to the start of this one. Right now, Miller out taking their hitting practice. We'll leave the cameras on and leave it on a split screen so that you can see the athletes out here warming up and also take a look at the sponsors that are assisting us in broadcasting this game. I'm Joe Bowling. Kevin Naros to my left-hand side. Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on my right. Joe Gomez, who is handling our sales in the Coastal Bend area, is seated to my left-hand side as well. And Rio Sports Live is here in person, and we're coming to you live in Corpus Christi. We'll be back with more after this.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
The Explore San Benito, a campaign of the San Benito Economic Development Corporation, invites you to visit and dine at Sweet Deli and More. Delicious plates are prepared daily by business owner Aurora Caballero and includes her delicatessen chicken salad, variety of mixed green salads, and sandwichon. Come try her different salad plate combinations. She also serves a delicious stuffed chicken breast and salmon plates with the delicious sides. Cakes and desserts are also available for all occasions. Visit them at 160 West Expressway 7783 in San Benito, Texas. Call them to place your order at 956-626-2183. Dine-in and curbside pickup is available. Again, we invite you to dine at Sweet Deli and More in San Benito, Texas.
Back here on the pregame show as we're under 4 minutes to go before the opening serve of this one. The Miller Lady Buccaneers out taking their warm-ups. Odem Lady Owls have already completed theirs. I do appreciate you tuning in to watch our game wherever we may be, wherever you may be watching these games. Give us a shout out if you're watching the game. It's always neat to see on the comments where these fans are coming from. Again, share the link on our Facebook site if you're watching there so that other fans can know these games are going on. Our broadcast again coming to you from Corpus. We're also live in West Oso tonight. On Thursday, we'll make the trip out to Three Rivers for football scrimmage action, as the Three Rivers football team will have their final scrimmage before the regular season when they open things up next Friday night. That'll be a live broadcast as well on Rio Sports, and we'll have the scrimmage for you on Thursday. Also on Thursday, we'll be at Odem High School for the scrimmage between London, Odem, and Refugio. And then on Friday, we'll be at a football scrimmage with West Oso. We'll also be with volleyball action at Woodsboro as we continue to open things up here on Rio Sports Live. So lots of broadcasts coming your way, but right now front and center, it's volleyball from Miller, Lady Buccaneers, and the Owls of Odem. Back with more after this.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Internet is more than just uploads and downloads. It's about connecting people. VTX1 Companies is here for you, bringing communities closer together. VTX1 has connected customers for almost 70 years. Our internet service spans across South Texas to some of the most remote areas. Faster wireless service is now available in Progreso, Lozano, Rangerville, and Rancho Viejo. Call 1-800-446-2031 or visit vtx1.net to find out more.
Back here on the pregame show, the Odem Lady Owls over with some final instructions from head coach Chelsea Claypool. Appreciation for the coaches for giving me the rosters early on today, getting ready for this one. JV action was a thriller between these two teams, and it was the visiting Lady Owls of Odem getting the victory in that game. The officials were here about as early as we were today, and they are getting some last-minute instructions over to the line judges. Meanwhile, the final service practice going on for the Miller Lady Buccaneers. They're under the direction this year of Taryn Usher. Again, appreciative of her giving us the rosters and getting things set up as well. CCISD schools, we're covering them all this year, my friends. And we've added a couple of more from the Corpus Christi area as we're covering the varsity sports on the home games to start it. In most cases, we'll be having the visiting games as well. But things have started off earlier in the Coastal Bend that they have in the RGV. Fans that are accustomed to watching our games in the RGV will be there as well. But we have to wait for the button to be pushed for their sports to begin. Run down that list of schools for you that we'll be covering after this. First serve coming up from Miller. This is Rio Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Back here on Rio Sports, and thanks again for the joining us of the game as we are set for the opening serve between the Lady Owls of Odem and the Lady Buccaneers of Corpus Christi Miller. This will be a best of 5 series, each game going to 25. If we get to game 5, that'll go to 15. All games win by 2. Odem will start it off with a substitution as Nicole Ortiz will enter the game as a libero. And Odem will be serving to start this game. Bella Salinas is back at the service line. And Salinas is ready to go with the first serve of the game. Again, we're going to 25. Win by 2. Best 3 of 5. And thanks again for joining us. And away we go with the first serve of the game. Miller on the return of serve. They had a lot of big hitters when we watched them in warm-ups. First hit across, played nicely by the back row defense of the Lady Owls. Ball back on the Miller side. They'll set it up with a back row attempt. Hit over by Zeta Rojas, and that's going to be a point scored for the Odem Lady Owls, and they lead 1-0. Next serve coming up. Next serve played across on the Miller side. Big spike across, and that goes out of bounds. Makes it a 2-0 game with Miller on top. We'll check that with Odem on top. Next serve across. Corpus Christi Miller looking for that back row again. Punched over by Paris Watson. Ball up high. Two-handed over. Free ball to work with for Miller. Second hit over. Defense is there to cover it for Odem. One-handed over off the block. Ball still alive. Back on the Miller side on the rally. Tipped over this time. Odem looking for the attack. Center set. Past the blocker. Punched over. In the net's going to be called. And a point awarded to the Miller Lady Buccaneers. Makes it a 2-1 game. Substitution off the bench. Esmeralda Hill will check into the game. For Miller. Back to serve, though, is Isabella Estrella. Estrella puts it into play. Ball over on the Odem side. They'll keep that alive. That's up in the rafters. Points scored to Miller. And the Lady Buccaneers tie the game at 2 apiece. Estrella ready to serve again. Gets that serve across. Odem will set it up in the middle. That's going to be a lift called. Another point scored to Corpus Christi Miller. Serve across. Played by Odem. They'll get it down the sideline, and that carries in for a point and ties the game at 3 apiece. Back to serve for Odem as Catherine Rodriguez puts that over. Miller off the net this time. Nice spike, played across by the defense. Ball still alive, punched over by the Owls. Defensively, back there is Rojas to play it for Miller, up to the net. Punched over by Guzman. Back on the Miller side. Set it up. Hit it across. Nice hit that time by Sarai Ponce. Back by the Owls, and that's a kill that goes down for Odem. Odem Owls take the lead at 4-3. Back to serve is Danielle Laurel. Laurel puts it into play. Miller there to punch it over. Owls going on the attack. Good opportunity here. Back set right side off the block. Played on the back row. That's Estrella. Ball back on the Odem side, but a lift is going to be called, and the Owls of Odem score again. Back to serve is Rodriguez. Sends it over. Lady Buccaneers down by a couple off the net, right side. Spiked it over. Back row there to play it. That's Salinas. Off the back row. Miss hit there, and the Owls of Odem give up the serve as Miller gets it back to within a 1-point game. Back to serve now for Miller as Sarai Ponce. Ready to go. First serve comes across. Miller there to play that. Big swing that time. Nice play defensively by the Lady Owls. Active on that back row. Ball back over. Another good opportunity here for Miller. Center set. Hit over by Guzman. Played again on the return by the Owls. Ball back on the Owls side. Back and forth we go. Owls defense there to play it again. Off the net this time. Set up Garza. Nice diving play by the Miller defense. Ball back on the Corpus Christi side. Punched over the back corner. Owls there to play that longest rally of the night thus far. In the net it goes. Points scored Miller, and we're tied at 5 apiece. Back to serve for Miller is Ponce. Ponce gets it over the line drive. That's an ace. Ponce able to serve up the ace. Makes it a 6-5 game. She's ready to serve again. Puts that over. Played by the Owls of Odem. On the back row. Hit over by Ortiz. In the net it goes. Point scored to Miller. They go up 7-5. Two-point lead. Ponce serves it again. That's a deep serve. It carries out of bounds. Point scored to Odem. Serve across. Goes off the back row. Points scored to Miller. They go back up by 2. Substitution in the game for the Miller Lady Buccaneers. Back to serve is Rivera. Puts that in play. That's going to be a rotation error called against Miller. So Odem will score the point. Serve over. Big swing. That's in. Down for the kill for the Odem Lady Owls. Ties the game at 8 apiece. Back to serve is Madison Vela. Puts that into play. Ball on the Miller side. Back to the back row. Pass by Ortiz. A high set. This is Garza. Block back at you. Point for Miller. Lady Bucks back on top. Substitution checks into game for the Buccaneers. Back to serve is Sienna Salazar. Salazar gets that one over. Deep serve played by Odem. Down by 1. Lady Owls here in game 1. Free ball to work with. Good pass. High set center. Tipped over. Right side. Point scored. Miller on top by 2. Good play back there on the front row. Next serve across. In the net it goes. Point scored to Odem. Back to serve is Arabella Garza. Garza puts that one across. Miller there to set it up. Back set right side, big swing, but it carries out of bounds. Tied up at 10 apiece. Odem serves again. Ball up near the net, and point scored to Odem. Back to serve is Garza. Garza gets it over. High set for the Lady Bucks. Is that in? They call that in, and a point scored to Miller. Next serve across. Off the net, punched over by the Owls. Off the net, here's Buccaneers right back at you. Point scored on the kill. Next serve is a short serve in the net. Point scored to Odem. Tied at 12 apiece. Back to serve for Odem is Alicia Beltran. Gets that one over. Played by Miller. That's an ace. Lady Owls score another point. Back up by 1. Next serve across. Played by Miller. High set off the net looking for Watson. Punches it over. Owls are there to cover that. Free ball to work with for Miller. A good pass. A set by Estrella. Off the net. This is Ponce. Puts it over. Played by the Owls on the back row. Another free ball if they can get it over. Nothing doing. Points scored by Miller. We're tied at 13 apiece. Paris Watson now back to serve for Corpus Christi Miller. Gets that one over. Played by the Owls on a back set. Punched up near the net. Nothing doing. Point scored to Miller. Serve across. A good one. Off the net, punched by the Owls, looking for the back row, nothing doing. Next serve across. 1 point lead for Miller. That's off the block, they'll call that 4 hits. And a point scored by Odem. Back to serve is Bella Salinas. Gets that one over, down the sideline, and goes out of bounds. Miller stays on top, up by 2. Wide. The serve. And then come. Serve across. Makes it a 17-14 game. And another point awarded to Odem. Point scored by the Lady Owls makes it 17-16. Serving is Catherine Rodriguez. Just over, played by the Buccaneers off the net. Hit over by Rojas, and points scored to the Miller Lady Buccaneers. Back to serve is Ponce. Jump serve gets it over. That's an ace. 3-point lead for Miller. Back to serve is Ponce again. At the net, that ball's challenged, stays alive. Odem hits it over again to the back corner. Ball up near the net, and nothing doing. Point scored to Odem. Rojas did everything she could for the Miller Lady Bucks, but unable to get that one over. 2-point game. Back to serve once again is Nicole Ortiz. Puts this one over. Big swing that time, and put it away for the Miller Lady Bucks. Three-point lead. Into serve is Larissa Rivera. Rivera gets it over, but it carries out of bounds. Points scored to Odem. Back to serve is Madison Vela. Gets that one over. Buccaneers setting up Watson. Ball up off the net, hit over by Garza, and puts it down for the Odem Lady Owls. 1-point game. Madison Vela back to serve again. Looking for the tie. Buccaneers right back at you from the back row, off the net. Punched over, back row, out of bounds. Point scored to Miller. Back to serve is Sienna Salazar. Salazar gets that over. All up near the net, challenge there. Point scored to Miller. Paris Watson up there, playing at the net strong. We'll be right back after this.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks
back here and ready to go after the timeout. 22-19 your score. Miller on top, a serve over. Played by Odem. Back set this time, tipped over. Miller there to play that. Second hit over, and a point scored for Corpus Christi Miller. Lady Buccaneers up by 4. Serve coming up by Sienna Salazar. This is game 1 of a best of 5. Salazar puts it into play. Off the net. Nice hit that time by Salinas. Returned right back at you. Ball at the net. Back and forth we go. Miller on the attack again. Looking for Rojas. And she gets the point scored. Back to serve is Sienna Salazar. Salazar ready to go. Puts that over. Played by Odem. Game point here. Odem gets it over. Miller looking to put this game away and take a 1-game-to-none lead. Odem trying to fight that off. Nice set. Back corner, out of bounds, and Miller wins game 1, 25-19. We'll be back with game 2 right after this.
Groceries and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the Blue Building and the Blue Shrimp Boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day 1 and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
The Explore San Benito, a campaign of the San Benito Economic Development Corporation, invites you to visit and dine at Sweet Deli and More. Delicious plates are prepared daily by business owner Aurora Caballero and includes her delicatessen chicken salad, variety of mixed green salads, and sandwichon. Come try her different salad plate combinations. She also serves a delicious stuffed chicken breast and salmon plates with its delicious sides. Cakes and desserts are also available for all occasions. Visit them at 160 West Expressway 7783 in San Benito, Texas. Call them to place your order at 956-626-2183. Dine-in and curbside pickup is available. Again, we invite you to dine at Sweet Deli and More in San Benito, Texas.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Australia ready to serve again. Welcome back here. 3-0 game with Miller on top. Short serve played by Odem. Lady Owls off the net. Punch right back at you. Back and forth. It pinballs a couple of times. High set center. Spike off the block. Odem there to cover that. Miller right back on the attack. Set it up, back set. Big swing that time. Miller defense there again. And in the net it goes, and the Lady Owls of Odem stave off a major attack that time to score that point. Odem, serve it up. Back set this time. Big swing that time. Down it goes. Point scored for Miller. Sarah Ponce back to serve. Puts that over. Ball up down the line. Played there by Miller. Center set, punched over with the left hand. That time Kara Guzman with a nice play. Ball back on the Miller side. Set it up again. This is Rojas. Ball back on the Odem side. Good chance here. Center set, and that one carries out of bounds. Back to serve for the Lady Buccaneers. Sarah Ponce puts that in the net. Point scored to Odem. Tipped over, played by Odem. Off the net this time, that's going to be Garza. Played by Miller. Coming at you with Rojas. Back row defense played that time by Catherine Rodriguez. 2 hits called though. Points scored to Miller. They go up 6-2. Substitution on the Miller side. Got rotate back Marissa Rivera to serve. Rivera ready. Puts it in play. Ball carries up to the net. That's a point scored. For Miller, they go up 7-2. Next serve by Rivera. Back row there to play it for the Lady Owls of Odem. Double block that time. Plays that across. Point scored. They'll call a lift on Corpus Christi Miller. The Odem Lady Owls are in the serve. Nicole Ortiz back to serve for Odem. Back set that time. Miller punches that over, and nice play that time by the Owls defense. They've been active. That one carries out of bounds. A point scored by Corpus Christi Miller. 8-3 ball game. Miller to substitute into the game. They'll bring in Sienna Salazar to serve. Salazar ready. It's out of bounds down the line. Odem serves it up. Miller on the return of serve, and a miss hit there. Point scored by the Odem Lady Owls. Madison Vela ready to serve again. That one carries out of bounds. Another point for Odem. Back to within 2. This Odem team in the first game played it close. So we got into the teens in game 1. Setting up Garza this time. Right back at you, Miller, second hit over. Ortiz there to play that. Miller with a good chance to work for a good hit here in the center. Off balance, but a well-placed hit, and a point scored for the Miller Lady Bucks. Back to serve is Zeta Rojas. Rojas serves it up. All over. Back on the Miller side. Defense there. Owls trying to set it up. They go back to Garza. This hits that. Point scored by Miller. Rojas back to serve. Zeta Rojas. Gets that over. 10-6 ball game. A back set. Nice swing that time. Good defense played by the Buccaneers of Miller. Off the net. Miss hit there. Point scored by Odem. Back to serve for Odem. Played over. Miller trying to set it up off the net. Looking for Ponce. Big swing in on the back row. Point scored. Ponce on the kill. Back to serve is Paris Watson. Watson plays it up. Odem down by 4 here. Center set for Miller. Hunched over. Owls looking to set it up. Catherine Rodriguez. Nothing there as that front row able to secure that point for Miller. 5-point lead for the Lady Buccaneers. Paris Watson to serve again. Set across, played by Odem. Swing by Beltran, played by Miller. Free ball for the Odem Owls to work with. High set middle, looking for Beltran again. Defensively, played by Salazar of Miller. Point scored by Odem. Lady Owls back to within 4. Back to serve is Alicia Beltran. In the net it goes. Point scored to Miller. Estrella puts it across, just across the net, got the ace. Six-point lead for the Lady Buccaneers. Estrella serves it again. Miss hit on that. Lady Owls score the point. Hold them down to 14-9. Serve over. Big swing that time, but in the net it goes. Miss hit that time by Saria Ponce. Odem ready to serve again. Bella Salinas at the line. 4-point game. Her serve over. Miller with a great pass this time. Center set, big swing, and down it goes. Point score. That's the way you set him up, and the big finish by Kiera Guzman. Ponce to serve. It's a miss hit. Service error gives another point to Odem. Lady Owls sticking around here in this one. All off the back row. Off the net. Nice play defensively by Odem. Point scored though by Miller. Great kill that time by Zeta Rojas for Corpus Christi Miller. Five-point lead for the Lady Buccaneers. Back to serve again as Marissa Rivera gets that one over. Nice set off the net. That's a double block right at you. Point scored by Miller. Now that front row playing big time for the Lady Buccaneers. They're up 6. To serve again is Rivera. Gets that over. Deep serve. Might have been going out. Owls play it. Ball back over on the Miller side. Back set right side. Down it goes. Point scored for Miller. They go up 7. Kill that time by Esmeralda Hill. Back to serve is Rivera. Off the net this time. Free ball for Miller to work with. They let that go out. Miller up by 8 at 19-11. Timeout called by Rivera. The Lady Buccaneers at home on top here in game 2. They already won game 1. They lead here by 8 back after this.
Internet is more than just uploads and downloads. It's about connecting people. VTX1 Companies is here for you, bringing communities closer together. VTX1 has connected customers for almost 70 years. Our internet service spans across South Texas to some of the most remote areas. Faster wireless service is now available in Progreso, Lozano, Rangerville, and Rancho Viejo. Call 1-800-446-2031 or visit vtx1.net to find out more.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Welcome back here after the timeout. Back at the service line for Miller is Marisa Rivera. They lead by 8 here in game 2. She'll bring it across down the line. That carries out of bounds and a point scored to Odem. The Owls score the point. Down 7. They'll need a run here. That's out of bounds on the back row. Point scored by Miller. Back to serve is Sienna Salazar. Gets that over. Odem, miss hit there. Point scored to Miller. Salazar back to serve again. Short serve. Ball back on the Miller side in a hurry. Odem trying to mount an attack. Miller gets the advantage. High center set, punched over. Back row there to play that. Nice job by Salinas. Keep it alive. On the attack, that's off the net. Point scored to Miller. Double-digit lead now by the Lady Buccaneers. Back to serve is Salazar yet again. Deep serve, and that's an ace. Served up by Miller. Salazar ready to go again. Gets that over. Short serve, that's an ace. Now looking for the victory here in game 2. Sienna Salazar will try to put this one away. Gets it over, deep low serve off the Raptors. That's another ace, and Miller wins game 2, 25-12. 2-0 lead. Miller in control at home. Back after this.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Odem Lady Owls talking things over before resuming play here in Corpus Christi. It's a varsity matchup. I had a fan ask that question. This is the varsity game between the Miller Buccaneers and the Odem Lady Owls. Miller winners of the first 2 games, 25-19 in game 1, 25-12 in game number 2. And now the Odem Lady Owls will have to come from behind here on the road to secure a victory. Substitution to the game for Odem. Start this game off with Bella Salinas serving it up. Odem was competitive in game 1 through most of this set until they got in the late teens. That's when Miller was able to separate and extend to the victory. In game 2, Miller took that lead early on and never relinquished that, edging out to the double-digit win. Official talking things over with the sideline. Making sure the rotation is set to start game 3 for Odem. Fans, share the link on our Facebook site if you're watching there on Facebook. If you're watching on our YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I highly encourage, if you're watching these games, to turn it on the big screen. Over the years, it's really neat to see how we've had fans with big screens outside on a garage area, on a driveway, having a barbecue while watching some of our broadcasts. And away we go to start game 3. Miller on the return to serve. Punch it over, looking for the sideline. That carries out of bounds. And a point scored by the Odem Lady Owls. Salinas to serve again. Gets that across. Miller. High center set. Big spike. And down it goes. Point scored. Miller ties it up at 1 apiece. Back to serve is Estrella. Isabella Estrella. Serves it up. That's an ace. Served up by Estrella. Two-one game. Estrella ready to serve again for the Lady Buccaneers of Corpus Christi. Miller puts that into play. Odem on the return of serve. Set it up for Vela. Can't get that one as it doesn't clear the net. Next serve across. Nice put down there for the Miller Lady Buccaneers. They go up 4-1. Next serve across. Just off the net. Played by Odem, punched over, kept alive by Miller. Terrific recovery that time by the Lady Buccaneers from the right side. On the angle, down and in, points scored for Odem. 4-2 game, Lady Owls. Big time hit that time by Madison Vela. Back to serve is Catherine Rodriguez. Serves it up. And an ace is served up for the Lady Owls. Rodriguez serves again. Miller on the set, off the net right side. Defensively back there is Salinas. Free ball for Miller to work with. And a point scored as the back row caught off guard as the Lady Owls had a little more pace on that return than was expected. Owls now serving to take the lead here in game 3. Serve over before that, a rotation error called on Miller and a point scored by Odem. Odem goes on top at 5-4. Catherine Rodriguez to serve again. Gets it over. Out of bounds, it carries. We're tied at 5 apiece. Miller back to serve again. On the return of serve, spiked over. Points scored by Miller. Another terrific kill. Ready to serve again is Serie Ponce. That one carries out of bounds. Lady Owls tie it up at 6 apiece. Serve over. Looking for the back corner, that carries out of bounds. Point scored to Miller. Odem wanting a tip on that ball. Nothing doing, says the official. Miller will substitute in the game as Zeta Rojas checks in. And Rojas watches as Samara Vasquez goes back to serve. Vasquez is ready. Puts it into play. 7-6 Miller lead. Odem gets it over. Lady Bucks set it up off the net. Odem with a chance to score. Back hit that time looking for Garza. That carries in the net. Garza was positioning herself for a big swing. Had to adjust her steps and took her out of that kill approach into a just reactionary get it over approach. And nothing doing on the hit. Vasquez to serve again. And that's out of bounds. Odem down by one, back to serve, ready to go, put it across. Miller on the return of serve. Looking for Rojas. Good play back there by Ortiz for Odem. Back set this time, better swing and better result. Point scored for Odem. They've tied it at 8 apiece. Odem to serve again. Carries out of bounds. Service there. Gives the lead right back to Miller.
Go ahead, ladies.
Substitution in the game to serve for Corpus Christi Miller. Sienna Salazar. Salazar ready. Puts it in play. Lady Owls of Odem get it over on the Miller side. Looking for Watson, looking for the back row. That carries out of bounds. Point scored for Odem.
Go ahead, ladies.
Another substitution in the game. Checking in to serve. Arabella Garza. Odem trying to gain the lead here. Garza serves it over. Second hit over, played by Odem off the net. Punched over to the back row. That carries out of bounds. Point scored Miller. The Buccaneers serve it up. Odem on the return of serve. Off the net this time. Hit over by Beltran. Played over by Estrella for the Buccaneers. Better pass this time. Back set, big swing, back row, diving play. For a moment keeps it alive. Nothing doing. We're tied at 10 apiece. Back to serve as Estrella. Just clears the net. Challenge at the net. Ball still alive. Back on the Odem side. And now a lift is called against Odem and a point scored by Miller. Paris Watson to serve. Deep serve to the back corner. Played by Odem. Right side, big swing, but that's out of bounds. Point scored to Miller. Next serve across. And that's an ace served up by the Miller Buccaneers. They go up 3. Paris Watson to serve again. Deeper serve this time. Better pass by the Odem Lady Owls. Then the second hit carries too far. Another point scored by Miller, and now Miller up by 4. Watson ready to serve again. And serves up another ace. Miller goes up by 5. 15-10 your score. Next one. Odem on the return. Good pass, good set, hit by Gomez, over, and points scored for Odem. 4-point game. For Odem, back to serve, Bella Salinas. Miller setting up Guzman. Odem play that. Back on the Corpus Christi Miller side. Another big swing. Put it down. Point scored for Miller. Back to serve now, Isabella Estrella. Estrella gets it over. That's an ace served up for the Miller Lady Buccaneers. Isabella Estrella. Her team now up by 6. Set over. Odem there to play it. High back set this time off the net. On the angle. Played nicely by Miller to keep it alive. Second hit over. Diving play by Odem. Nothing doing. Point scored. Miller up 7. Next serve over. Up at the net, another point scored for the Buccaneers of Corpus Christi Miller. And a timeout called by Odem. 8-point game, 19-11 your score. Back with more after this.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
We are back here after a timeout was scored. The Miller Lady Buccaneers rattle off another point behind the serving Isabella Estrella. Get a serve across. Odem on the return. Spike across. That carries out of bounds. Point scored. This time they'll call it in the net on Corpus Christi Miller. And a point awarded to the Lady Owls of Odem. Serving is Catherine Rodriguez. Gets that over. Miller set it up middle. Nice play. Defense there to cover that for Odem. Off the net. This is Garza. Garza's been kind of quiet tonight. Normally she can produce. This is off the net. Point scored for Odem. Lady Owls back within 7. Realistically, you would like to rattle off 5 or 6 points here in a row. If you're Odem, get back in this before giving up another tally. Miller on the back row on the second hit. This is a free ball for Odem. Pass. Right side set, off the block. Played on the Miller side. Punched over. Odem another chance to score here. Set up Garza off the net. Angles it, carries out of bounds. Point scored to Miller. Garza had an idea that time. Carrying that on the angle. Miller up by 8. Back to serve is Sari Ponce. Gets that over. Good pass this time by the Odem Lady Owls, and then a lift will be called. Point scored to Miller.
When you're ready, ladies, go ahead. 4-3.
Substitution in the game for Odem as Daniela Laro checks in the game. This is Ponce to serve again. In the net it goes. Point scored to Odem. .22-14 game. Nicole Ortiz serves it up. That one carries out of bounds. Another point to Miller. At this point in time, if you're Miller, you have the luxury of being able to trade points. Up by 9, a couple of points away from a 3-game sweep. Vasquez to serve. Pass up near the net, punched over past the defense, but right there Miller on the attack with miss hit. Point scored by Odem. 23-15 game. Off the net, back to serve is Madison Vela. Miller, high set, second hit over, caught him off guard. Point scored by Corpus Christi Miller. Terrific play that time at the net by the Lady Buccaneers. Now a chance to serve for the win. Sienna Salazar back at the line. This for the sweep, puts it over. Back row there to play it for the Odem Lady Owls. Hit across, down to the point. Odem scores on a kill by Arabella Garza. They stave off 1 game point. Garza back to serve again for Odem. .24-16 game. Got to have the serve in to start it off. Deep serve, ace, scored up by Odem. Garza strikes from the service line. Garza will serve again. Puts that in play, just off the net. Ball back over on the Odem side. Punched over, that carries out of bounds. And the Miller Lady Buccaneers win the game 25-17 and earn the 3-game sweep over Odem. Welcome to our post-game show here on Rio Sports Live from Corpus Christi Miller High School, where the Lady Buccaneers victorious over the Odem Lady Owls. Jim will clear out rather quickly. Odem again played tougher tonight than the 3-0 final score will indicate. They were competitive here throughout most of the contest. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. That will do it for our broadcast. We have to sign off pretty quick and get out of this gym and help clear the way to assist the schools. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Reminding you the replay of this won't be up for long, but we will bring it back once the season is over. We'll have a highlight reel for you. We'll put that up darn near immediately. For Kevin Naro on the camera, for Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera, I'm Joe Bowling. Till next time for Rio Sports Live. So long.